Looks like this episode was a mainly world building episode. My kind of episode, if you don't know. I love those episodes where it moves the plot along. We understand bit and pieces of the world, the story, and the characters. As further the show goes, we'll probably be introduced to more characters as time goes on, which I look forward to. Because, like I said before, these designs are pretty unique and I enjoy looking at them. Now, let's just start off with Rachel first, since she's the least to be in this episode, but still one of the main mysteries. She explains to Kun about her situation with Bond. She doesn't want to rely on Bond, and she doesn't want Bam to rely on her. It's one of those things that you can't develop if you're always relying on each other. Split apart and grow for each other, then meet up later down the road. So for Bam's situation, he just needs to become stronger where he stands on his own 2 feet, where he can think for himself and be his own person, which in a way he slowly is doing that already. Bam is that. In fact, Rachel herself, the one who really wanted to go to his tower, feels to me not to really be progressing right now. She even had a dream where she sees Bam, who is surrounded by all his friends, and they just move on towards the light, which is very ironic. Maybe it's because of the goals each and one of them has. Both goals could be, say, selfish, but one seems to be more selfless than selfish. Rachel's goal, I guess, is to see the stars. Not a bad goal. It's nice, it's simple, a little selfish. She abandoned Bam like that, which was wrong. But then you have Bam's goal is to find someone the only person he truly knows in the entire world. And when people hear that story, they seem a little warm-hearted, like, you know what, kid, I want to help you out, or I wish you the best of luck. Those kind of people you can't help but to relate to and be attached to as well. They have that nice, friendly, someone who's on a quest for the sake of someone else is always to be a good person. Majority of the time. And Bam is certainly that kind of person. And because of this, he's allowed to attract so many other people around him. People who probably once would be enemies, or even enemies down the road, who eventually befriend Bam, the friendly kid. How Rachel on the other side is not doing that. She has a team, but even her teammates don't seem to be that close to her, unfortunately. So she's in her room, moody and gloomy, and thinking to herself, while Bam, who was born into a moody, gloomy world, is completely different now. He has his goal, and people are cheering him on. And as we move on to the next phase, we are in a training session. And boy, you gotta love the training regiments. People love tournament arcs. I like training arcs. Training arcs helps a character to develop, to really work on their own flaws and weaknesses, to progress to the next part of the story. So we get this roster of how people are set up to certain, paladins. There's scouts, there's fishermen, there's spears, there's wave controllers, and Bam plays under wave controller, one who can use Shinshu. And since he can use Shinshu, but he never realized what Shinshu was, so he had a hard time pulling it off, even though he shows great promise. He even made some friends within the wave control. And one of them is Hao. Hao seems to be a generous kind of guy who believes in helping out the weak, but he himself seems to be struggling, even though he's been training. He puts up a front where he's like, oh, I got this in the bag. But when he went inside his room, you could clearly see he's like exhausted. He's tired. He's doing his best, but he looks at Bam. He sees Bam doing better than he is, while he's progressing little by little, slowly but surely getting there. So he's probably going to feel kind of self-conscious about the thing. So everyone has their own test to do. Rack's test is to hit a spear, to hit a bullseye way up in the sky. So some people get easy tasks, some get fun ones, some get boring ones. Kun gets one where he's doing, data searching and stuff. He's researching people, and he couldn't find anything about, Bam or Rachel, because they're very mysterious people. And the lack of data that's on some people was very unnatural in a way. So it was done on purpose, or they really don't have this data for some reason. Now, where should I go to next? I guess since we're talking about the research, let's talk about Anaak and the other princess, Indersea. I think her name is Indersea. Indersea, in a way, she comes off a bit of a bratty bitch. She's probably fun to hang out with, but I bet she has that attitude where you like some people are like, oh, I can't stand her. She talks a lot of crap. I guess if you're fighting against her, she talks a lot of crap. She's a realist kind of person, but she's very talented. But besides being that, we also have Anaak. We know about Anaak. Everyone loves Anaak right now. She's everyone's adorable tsundere girl, tsundere princess. It turns out her real name's not Anaak in this. Her mom was Anaak, and she was the actual princess. And speaking of the princess thing is not because they're related to Jahad from the Tower of God, but they're representatives of certain areas. A certain girl with special talents or usually lead to trouble are granted these monthly seasonal weapons. Not seasonal, but those weapons, the Black March, the Green April and stuff. They're handed down these weapons. And they're there to represent the Tower of God in a way. So they're not related or anything like that. I thought maybe the tower, the king of the tower, was going down and getting on with some chicks, and they all gave birth to princesses. That's what I thought was happening. Like, that would have been very interesting if they were all related in a way, and then they're just fighting for the power or something. But I guess not. And we found out why she was called an imposter. So technically, yes, the princesses of Jahad are, in a way, imposters. None of them are really related to the thing. They're just given a title by showing their worth. But Anaak's a true imposter, I guess in a way they do become sisters because they do share the title of princess. And they are sisters now, technically, in a way. So that's why at the end of the episode, Indersea called the fake Anaak her niece. It's the real Anaak. I don't know if she's dead or... Oh yeah, real Anaak's dead. Apparently, that one, her mother, married a chef. And for some reason, these people, the princesses of Jahad, went to kill a chef. I don't know why a chef's got big business doing whatever he's doing. But it caused him to be on the hit list. And now I guess this is a tale of revenge. So we got so many goals. But in a way, Anaak intrigues me. So I don't remember saying she's my faves, but I will say she does keep me interested. But altogether, she has a terrible attitude, but it's justified. She wants her revenge. She is angry. She is dead set and on something. So of course, it's gonna make them a little moody. That being said, Shibisu is still my favorite character. Everyone else like other characters. They like Indersea. They like Kun. Kun is cool. Kun is cool. But Shibisu, something about Shibisu, I just enjoy. He's the guy you can relate with. He's what you call the normal monster in a way. The guy who has no true special skills, but he'll probably rise up the ranks and call people around him, because his job is to make 9 friends in a way. He's having a hard time with his other friend Hans, who's just can't get along with nobody. So I guess Hans just needs to learn to shut his mouth and observe people, then learn to speak. Iris Sai from Naruto had that kind of problem where he wanted to make friends, but he just didn't know how to speak to them right. And I guess it's a norm in a way. So people do have that where they'll say things what's on their mind and it just doesn't end well. Nonetheless, once again, a fantastic episode of Tower of God. I swear, man. Can you wait for the other webtoons to become anime? My God, just imagine. And not just the webtoon app, but other Korean or even Chinese comic strips, manhwa, becoming anime. We'll have an entire new, fresh ideas for people to be exposed to. More stuff will come here too to import to the US. different comics, muhas, manga, video games, shows just be over endorsed. So if you felt like you were being drive the regular anime norm like I have for some while, behold an entire world of goodness. That's all I gotta say. Yo, you gotta look forward to it, man. I see this as a giant win. So if all these webtoon series go well, just imagine what else we can do. They will do for anime. It's just gonna be fantastic, man. Anime isn't going anywhere. It's just gonna evolve and expand towards other places, man. It's expanding, and it's a good idea, man. I see this as nothing but a win. But that's all I got for this episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime, signing out.